You know what's fascinating about human beings? We are capable of extraordinary things, yet we live ordinary lives. We have dreams that could change the world, goals that could transform our existence, and yet, year after year, we stay exactly where we are. The question that haunts us in the quiet moments is always the same. What is holding me back? And here's the brutal truth you need to hear. The enemy is not out there. It's not your circumstances. It's not the economy. It's not your education. It's not your past. The enemy is looking at you in the mirror every single morning. The chains that bind you are the ones you forged yourself, and until you're willing to face that, nothing will ever change. Let's start with the biggest lie you tell yourself. I don't have enough time. You say it so often, you've started to believe it, but it's not true. You have the same 24 hours as everyone who has ever achieved anything. The same hours as the single parent who built a business. The same hours as the person working 2 jobs who still found time to write a book. You don't have a time problem, you have a priority problem. Because time is never found, it's only created. And you create it by destroying the things that waste it. Track your time for 3 days like a detective, every single hour, every minute. Write down what you actually do, not what you think you do. And when you see how much time disappears into the void of scrolling, of mindless television, of saying yes to things that don't matter, you'll realize the truth. You don't need more time. You need the courage to protect the time you already have. Then there's fear, the silent assassin of dreams. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. Fear whispers, what if you try and you fall flat on your face? What if people laugh at you? What if you discover you're not as capable as you thought? So you don't try. You play it safe. You convince yourself that staying small is somehow less painful than risking big. But here's what fear doesn't tell you. The pain of regret is 1,000 times worse than the pain of failure. Because failure is temporary. You can learn from it, grow from it, try again. But regret? Regret is permanent. It's the ghost that haunts you at 70 when you realize you never even tried. Reframe fear as information, not instruction. When you feel afraid, ask yourself, what is this fear trying to protect me from? Usually, it's trying to protect you from discomfort, not danger, just discomfort. And discomfort is the price of admission for anything worth having. So feel the fear, acknowledge it, and then do it anyway. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is fear walking forward. Now let's talk about the obstacle no one wants to admit. Self-doubt. That voice in your head that says, who do you think you are? It tells you you're not smart enough, not talented enough, not connected enough. It compares you to everyone who has already achieved and makes you feel like you'll never measure up. This voice is a liar, but it's a convincing liar because it sounds like you, and so you believe it. Here's the truth about self-doubt. Every single person who has ever achieved anything felt it too. The difference is they didn't let it have the final word. They doubted themselves and moved forward anyway. They felt like imposters and showed up anyway. They questioned their worth and bet on themselves anyway. Build a past wins library. Go back through your life and document every time you did something hard, every time you surprised yourself, every time you thought you couldn't, but you did. Keep this list where you can see it, because self-doubt thrives in amnesia. When you remind yourself of your proven track record, the voice gets quieter. And then there's comfort. The most dangerous obstacle of all, because it doesn't feel like an obstacle, it feels like safety. Your current life might not be perfect, but it's familiar. You know how it works, you know what to expect, and there's a part of you that would rather stay in a comfortable prison than risk the unknown freedom. This is why people stay in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, lives that feel like slow suffocation. Not because they can't leave, but because leaving requires stepping into uncertainty. And uncertainty feels like death. But here's the paradox. Staying comfortable is the real death. It's dying slowly, safely, quietly, without ever knowing what you were truly capable of. Practice the comfort stretch. Every single week, do one thing that scares you, not recklessly, but intentionally. Have the difficult conversation. Apply for the position you think you're not ready for. Share your work before it's perfect. Each time you step outside your comfort zone, you expand it, and what once terrified you becomes your new normal. Let's talk about distraction, the modern epidemic. We live in a world designed to fracture your attention into 1,000 pieces. Notifications, social media, endless content. Every app is engineered to keep you scrolling. Every platform is optimized to steal your focus. And before you know it, hours have vanished. Days, weeks, years. You meant to work on your goal, but first you had to check your phone. Distraction isn't harmless, it's deadly, because it creates the illusion of productivity while delivering nothing. You feel busy, you feel engaged, but at the end of the day, what did you actually build? Create sacred hours, specific blocks of time where your phone is off, where notifications don't exist, where it's just you and your most important work. Treat these hours like a fortress. Guard them with your life, because your attention is the most valuable resource you have, and whoever controls your attention controls your future. Now, here's the obstacle that hides in plain sight: waiting for permission, waiting for someone to tell you you're ready, waiting for the right moment, waiting for a sign from the universe. But no one is coming to give you permission. No one is going to tap you on the shoulder and say, "Now, it's your time now." The world rewards those who give themselves permission, who declare, "I don't need anyone's approval to start." You are the authority on your own life. You are the one who decides when it's time. And the answer is always now. Stop asking, "Am I ready?" Start asking, "Am I willing?" Because readiness is a myth. No one is ever fully ready. But willingness is enough. And finally, there's the obstacle of isolation. You think you have to do this alone. You think asking for help is weakness. You think you need to figure everything out by yourself. So you struggle in silence. You reinvent wheels that have already been invented. You make mistakes that could have been avoided with one conversation. Here's the truth. Every person you admire had help. Mentors, coaches, friends who believed in them, people who opened doors, people who shared knowledge. Success is never a solo sport. Identify 3 people who are where you want to be. Reach out, ask questions. Most people are willing to help if you're humble enough to ask. And surround yourself with people who are also climbing, because you can't soar with eagles if you're surrounded by turkeys. So, what is really holding you back? It's not one thing, it's a combination. The lies you tell yourself about time, the fear you let control your decisions, the doubt that whispers you're not enough, the comfort that feels safer than growth, the distractions you allow to steal your focus, the permission you wait for instead of claiming, the isolation you choose instead of connection. These are the obstacles, and every single one of them lives inside you, which means you have the power to destroy them, not someday, today. Right now, choose one obstacle, just one, the one that has the strongest grip on you. And tomorrow morning, take one action to weaken its hold. If it's fear, do the thing that scares you most. If it's distraction, delete one app from your phone. If it's doubt, write down 3 reasons you're capable. If it's comfort, make one uncomfortable decision. Because obstacles don't disappear on their own. They vanish the moment you walk through them. You've been standing at the edge for too long, staring at the obstacles, analyzing them, fearing them. But they're just walls made of paper. They only look solid until you push. So stop studying the obstacle. Stop waiting for it to move. Become the force that breaks through. Your goals are on the other side. Your future is waiting. And the only thing standing between you and everything you want is the person you've been versus the person you're about to become. Choose courage. Choose action. Choose now. The obstacles are real, but so are you, and you are so much stronger than anything holding you back. Go prove it.